Welcome back to another episode of RA 697. Today we're reviewing The Boys, episode 7 of season 3. Man, what a twist at the end. This is crazy. Well, there goes Butcher's plan on putting down Homelander once and for all. Yeah, this is a different side that we're seeing of Homelander. He's scared. We find out where Maeve is hiding out, and I wonder if that's the same room he grew up in or just another extra security room. But I love what she said, that today was one of her top 3 days, and that being that she saw Homelander scared for the first time. Even when he's doing that public release, Vicky, the head of CEO of Bot, calls him out on his shit, saying he spent too much time on Starlight versus taking care of Soldier Boy. And that thing with the cow, reminds me of the first season where he would go to the previous CEO and breastfeed just a way for him to escape his problems and feel nurture and security. What was that proposition? What was that in that paper that Vicky handed to Homelander? I guess we'll find out in the final episode. And Soldier Boy, when he's beating up Mindstorm, we can't hear their conversation, but for us to hear Soldier Boy saying that's impossible, and then we get that twist in the end that Soldier Boy is the father of Homelander, and it makes sense now looking back at it. He was out of control and wanted to replace him with a better, stronger superhero, but Homelander ended up being worse than Soldier Boy, or about the same. And we learned that through Black Noir's backstory with the cartoons. That was crazy, huh? That was unexpected, but at the same time, it was entertaining to watch. So now for the final episode, we're not gonna get the final battle of Homelander versus Soldier Boy. I take it's gonna be Black Noir versus Soldier Boy, and I have a feeling Black Noir is gonna die at the end. There wasn't too much in this episode, but more story driven, especially with Butcher. We find out why in the previous episode he would see Huey, and we saw this image of a younger boy, and we find out that that's Butcher's little brother. And Butcher is who he is because of his dad. He hated him growing up, but he became his father, and he was stuck in that nightmare from that Mindstorm spell. Kimiko gets her powers back. We find out the message she had for Anne to convince her to get Compound B for her to become a soup again. And just the simple fact of protecting the one she loves, which makes Starlight goes against Huey's wishes, and she's gonna protect him no matter what. And she finds out in the lab that 3 to 5 doses of that serum V they're taking, or Temp V I think it's called, will cause the patient to die. But we see Butcher and Huey use them a few times already, and we see that goose coming out of their ears. And I don't know, I have a feeling that even though Butcher promised Starlight that he will tell Huey, he tells him the opposite, they need to get more. But I have a feeling that he's gonna sacrifice himself just to ensure that he takes care of Homelander, and maybe give Huey a placebo or save his life like how he couldn't with Becca's and his little brother. But who knows, I may be wrong, because his little brother tells him in that nightmare scene that, everyone he loves dies, and it's all because of him. So although this episode wasn't action-packed, it was story-driven, and I very much enjoyed it. I like how these episodes feel like a movie, it doesn't feel like a 30-minute show, not even an hour. To me, it feels like an hour and a half. Maybe because I'm having to pause while I'm taking notes for the YouTube review. But it would have been nice to have the last 2 episodes be like Herogasm. But this show hasn't disappointed, and I'm sure I'm going to be satisfied towards the end of this season. I mean, I already am, but I hope there isn't a cliffhanger for us to wait a whole year. Oh, and we find out that A-Train's alive, and he can use his powers again thanks to Blue Hawk's heart. And I wonder if now he's going to fight for the right team. And we get this little comedy scene still going on deep with this damn octopus, or mollusk as they call him, trying to convince his wife to spice things up in the bedroom, and you can tell she doesn't want to, but she gives it a try for him. But towards the end she's like, I'm out, I tap out. How long are they gonna keep going with this damn octopus? But it was cool to finally see who Homelander was killing. From what we saw from the trailers, it was Mindstorm. But I'm hearing rumors that someone will die in this season, and I'm guessing it's one of the Soups or maybe one of the boys. That's gonna suck. I hope it isn't Starlight, I hope it isn't Huey. But seeing Butcher's story, I think it might be him. But it can't be, because he's the lead, right? We find out that Frenchie discovered what will knock out Soldier Boy, some kind of vapor gas. So they're probably wanting to go back to the lab and see if they can find it. That I have a feeling it's gonna end with Homelander finally feeling like security and having a father and satisfying that human side of him before they kill Soldier Boy, and then he's gonna be worse than ever for the next season. What do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy this show even though it was an action driven? How do you think the season's gonna end? Let me know in your comments below. And as always, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.